Alright, we're back. Hello, everyone. I heard the commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the viceroy, but that they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. We can get this. It's not better than we got, so let's get this this book. Homeward bound. Our crowd is alive and the tribute has been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Elegana and tell Ragnfrid his man got the job done. Alright, then we can just teleport back up there because, yeah, we can do that. Are they... Hang on a second. There might actually be something wrong with the guy out there mowing. He's an older gentleman, and he's just been mowing the same spot, like the same route, and it doesn't look like it's changed at all. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Rokrata told me everything. How you fought with the Queen and saved his life. For all the good it did, we saw what happened when he met with the skulls, how they nearly beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. Aye, I reckon you could. Mefred's a warrior, as is your comrade, and you're strong, like your father. That much is plain. But I thank Rauga you did not, because it would have ended with them. It would not have ended with them. Rokrata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for only the gods knows how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do, but I'm telling you, God's in the heavens as my witness, that we've nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox too. If she's setting on the walking the same path, I but pray that she won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's alright. Why should we go see if she's alright? She'll be fine. She's a grown woman. She's capable of doing things that aren't shitting her pants. Hey, Lise. How do you feel about Milkery, Vector? Sorry about running off like that. Alamekan's terrorizing their own? I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it, day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know? I didn't expect them to storm a cashroom with their pickaxes and shovels or whatever it was, but more did I expect Rokrata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place or even my father's face, but I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Alright, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. Wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I sputtered about how I love my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Warkrata. But you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us. We're not hardened warriors like you lot, but if your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Ralger's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. We will return for the Reach, where Piamet resides. No, I'm not kidding. Piamet used to hang out in the Reach all the time. It was terrible. You'd log on and there'd be Piamet in Ralger's Reach. You'd figure she'd learn, but you never did. I suppose we could get Bob Dole a new barding. Oopaloopamet should trigger Piamet. Every alias for Piamet should be recorded in the Twitch commands. I'll have to put that too. She does want to be Piamet right now, though. Piamet the Grand Poobah. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join you. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me the opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say that they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but when, not if. That day will come, Lise, and you can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamigan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours. Especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, and who knows, maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then. I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Miro, Lise, it's been a pleasure. Alright, so we're going to take this white mage weapon here, this beach rod. Alright. Hey, look at that, we're level 63 now! Did I get anything for that? I don't think I did. Alright. We're gonna get earrings. I don't really care for earrings, so where men go as one. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your services, Scions. Scions. I see operations have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits was successful? Indeed, there were several amongst the Scions ranks who were quite eager to take part in the joint endeavor with the Resistance. Whom am I to come to present? Minicamp, if I may, my name is Arvin Arenvald Lentinus, a half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are a true-born son of Gerbania, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will have soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Alden that we drop plans for an assault on Castellum Valodina. In the meantime, we will take what preparations we can. Why is that man silently yelling beside me? Vector, if you met Fufalupa in an alley, what would you say to her? Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Oriens and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
My lord,
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes. Why, when confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
All right. So, a bit of a... We've seen that character once before in a, at the end of Heaven's Ward, he was teased, but... Right then. I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We are here to help, after all. The three of you have been so busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any help you could offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. So, yeah, that character you just saw, the big one, he was a fan favorite. Future rust, future dust. I beg your pardon. The woman who bested Goddess von Belser wishes to offer me her assistance. I say this is highly irregular. Though I have heard it said that you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, before the occupation, I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up the cause and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and Mira, thank you for your service, now and ever after. Even the jingle was co-opted by the Empire. Yep, they changed every expansion. They changed the jingle, so to speak. It's pretty cool, actually. I like that they do that. Hey guys, you didn't catch Rockruff. That's Vector's favorite Pokemon. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know? And there's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. Oh shit. She needs help as well. A dash of green. So you want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Tebe for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not a haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Yeah, just ignore that UFO. It's not important. But yeah, the Empire is one of the sole focuses of this expansion, which is pretty cool because we've been dealing with those fucks for tangentially through Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward, but now we're finally putting the fight to them. Ilbert kind of forced our hand, but still. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I'm a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this day. If nary one has come, perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all. These would be warriors. Send them unto me, should you have a chance to. Fucking rude that they're gonna make me go and talk to all these people, but alright. Waste as much time as my as they can, I suppose. Gage, I hear Bridgerton is your favorite show. Why? Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps? Or make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep doing nothing. That's a good enough reason to join the Resistance, I think. Good enough reason as any. This area is called Recompense. That's Bridgerton. Some show that people really like for some reason, and I have not more information than that. I know I'm late, but I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperial did to her, death was a mercy. This expansion is all about making sure you know the Garlean Empire are a bunch of fucking assholes. If you hadn't realized that between through Realm Reborn and now. This guy's name is Hugecock. I mean Hugeock. Hugeock? Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damn if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance, but it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not. And if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship. If you live long enough, you'll die stealing someone else's land, like as not. But that's the choice. But me, I'd better die here. Okay. Let's head over here, I guess. Can I jump in the water from here? I can, sick. By the way, in this expansion, they added swimming. Eventually, we'll be able to go underwater, but not yet. My favorite show is The Thatch Show, with special guests such as a famous streamer, a book-wielding maniac, an old man, and a poop eater. All of those things are true. They do appear on the show. Hey, Tebe. Or is it just Teb? Or Teeb? Hubs, is it? 6 sprigs of whatever I got, whatever's on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. Okay. The remainder you'll have to gather for yourself. Shouldn't be too much to bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the Reach. Of course you're gonna make me go and pick herbs, you fuck. Faint-hearted recruit. Oh bugger, you were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh bugger, oh bugger. Well, that's a lie. The poop eater doesn't come around here much anymore. That's true. The poop eater stays away for some reason. I don't know why. Claims she's my best friend and then doesn't show up. Super rude. I just assume it's because she either doesn't like me or is busy shitting her pants. And before you say, you can't really be busy shitting your pants, you haven't met Tiamat. The teacher calls for me. I see. You're discussing strategies for disabling magic tech armor, you see. And, yes, of course, there's no time. You would, if you would excuse me. Swim back over here and grab whatever herb is on the way. just walk around and grab fragrant herbs from various places on the ground and throw them into your stew pot? That's something you guys do? I'll have my little dune buggy here. Alright, this is the area you go when you want to buy gear later on. There's nothing here right now, but... Brooding recruit. Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly. I know until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. At least he realizes that. Hey, look, Carbuncle. Unfortunately, this episode's not too exciting. This is where they decide to throw a ton of busy work at me for no fucking reason. Huh? Training? God, I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. Practicing to impress the others. Okay. This guy's name is Olger Ironheart. Vector, how often do you practice to impress others? I guess that's what being a magician is, right? Well, like when you're just practicing playing your instrument to get better at it, you're really just practicing so that you can impress others. Speaking of which, does anybody in chat play an instrument? As you may know, I've been trying to learn to play the ukulele. Now, I haven't had time to sit down and do that this week. So I've probably forgotten everything that I've learned, but I'm excited to learn. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. It is a thankless job to teach some say, but I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. I lightheaded talking to that one. Alright, so this one here is gonna be turned in. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for. Precisely what type of herb this is remains unclear, but the important thing is that it is green and fragrant. Thanks, that'll do nicely, and sorry to impose upon you, miss. Thought you were another new recruit, didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though, that comes at a cost too. Too many villages, too many children, more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake as we must, and we must never lose sight of the dream. Alright, let's go turn in our findings of the, He'll appreciate a behemoth strolling up to him and telling him what we found, right? Wait, is there another NPC I didn't speak to? There is. Way the fuck up there. Okay. Hi, Mira. I see that you're back again. Being Minnie. I like how cats always find a reason to just rub up against you. You could be sitting here not moving, and the cat will just walk by, and they can make any wide berth they can, but they make damn sure to thrust their body against you as they walk by. Hey, Minnie cat? Hi. You're very cute. Such a sweet girl. Why'd I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend of the Imperials butchered before my very eyes, back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a foam of steel in the gut for his troubles. I found my way here, and that was that. Could you imagine, like, someone walking by your stall, just grabbing something off of it, and you being like, hey, you gotta pay for that, and the guy's just like, nope, and then just murders you over a piece of fruit. Well, I suppose it's worse. I mean, kids have gotten kids have stabbed each other over Pokemon cards. So there was a case in I think it was Alberta where that happened, and yeah, suddenly Pokemon cards weren't allowed at school anymore. Well then, Miro, have you spoken with the Freedom Bud as I asked? Page after page of the log is filled with a flowing script. Doubtless Beavis has had much practice honing his handwriting. As fascinating as they are varied. You have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. Token of Fate. So the good thing here, guys, is actually that the quests for Black Mage in this time around, they don't have one every 2 levels. It's at level 60, 63, 65, and 68, and 70. So we only have 5 of them to do. And I'm at the right level to do 2 of them, which we will do tomorrow. As well as a bunch of White Mage quests, and maybe some Thaumaturge one, Arcanist as well. Damn it all! Where could they have got to? Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? I'd been him. I had it this morning, not much I know for certain, and I've not left the Reach since, so it's gotta be around here somewhere. If you got a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look around the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know, but I could just easily buy another, but even so, please help me find it. Yeah, take me as far away from everything as possible. Good plan. So this part of Stormblood is one I actually don't really care for, because like I said, we're just running around doing fuck all. I'm gonna go up here and find this man's ward, but before we click on it, we're gonna take a break, as we still have an hour left to stream. There it is. Okay. Let's take a break, guys. We'll come back and we will continue on. Don't go anywhere.